So, continuing with the review, what about a parabola? Well, this has two forms, graphing forms, y equals a, x minus h squared plus k, and x equals a, y minus k quantity squared plus h. This one opens, let's put opens in the middle. This one opens up or down. This one opens right or left. If a, I guess we can put that here. A is greater than 0, it opens up or right. A less than 0, it opens down or left. So the A here controls that. I guess we should have said, because it's probably the most important point, the vertex is HK for both of these. Okay, also, if we wanted to determine, I guess, what the focus is and what is the directrix, we need the value of, some books call it C, some books call it other stuff. I'm going to call it Q. And both of these, Q is equal to 1 over 4A. This A right here. Here Q is equal to 1 over 4A. And once again, that's the distance from vertex to both the focus and the directrix. That's what Q is. And it's 1 over 4A. We can always find, I guess, for this one, you would have, let's suppose it opens up the vertex and opens up the focus, the vertex, and the directrix. For this one, X and Y, here's the vertex and the focus, and we'll say the directrix is here. So, this one has always an x-intercept. That's when y equals 0. This one will have, way up here maybe, a y-intercept. That's when x equals 0. It could have x-intercepts here, but if it's opening up and the graph is above that x-axis, it won't. It could have y-intercepts here, but for the same reason, if it's in the wrong place, opening the wrong way, it may miss it completely also. So you may or may not get x-intercepts for this one, and you may or may not get y-intercepts for this one. But again, you can figure that out by using the quadratic formula. That'll be the zeros, when y is 0 and x is 0. And you can figure those out using a quadratic formula if you need to. So we need, I guess, an example here. We'll do this one, okay? X equals, we'll say, 2/3 y plus 3 squared minus 4. So if you can get it in that form, how would you graph it? A, we can read off right there, is 2/3. We know what HK is, the vertex. Remember, it's sort of the opposite here. The x and this 4 go together. But that's a -4. But this is subtraction here. So this is a -3 also. Make sure you don't get that confused. That's subtraction, but this plus h is what we're looking at. Also, we know it opens to the right. Can we get this one will have an x-intercept. So we put in a 0 for y. So x equals 2/3 y squared minus 4. But y is 0, right? I'm sorry. I need the 3 squared then minus 4. Y is 0, so it's just 3. So this is 9, so it's 18/3 minus 4. And this is really 6 minus 4, or 2. So the x-intercept is 2. The y-intercept is when x equals 0. And we need to multiply this out. But instead of doing that, I'm going to run out of room here. I'm going to graph this, and we'll take a look and see if it's even necessary. So let's see here. It's going to be to the left and down. So I'm going to make my axes sort of follow that. This is at a -4 and a -3. It opens to the right, so it will have. Okay, what is the x-intercept? It is at 2. So it looks sort of like this, and it looks sort of like this. Okay, so it will have y-intercepts. This is the vertex. The q is 1/4 times 2/3, which is 1/8/3, which is 3/8. So if you measure 3/8 to the right, you'll find the focus. From the vertex, if you measure 3/8 to the left, you'll find the directrix. And you can write an equation. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is -4. So the directrix is x equals -4 and 3/8. The focus is at, this is 1, 2, 3. We went 3/8, so there's 5/8 that we have here. 3 and 5/8 for the x, negative. And it's always down here to -3 also. So this is the focus. The vertex. Q, the value of Q. The x-intercept. This is what A is. If we want to find the y-intercepts, so we need 0 is equal to this 2/3 y plus 3 squared minus 4. Remember, when you square a binomial, square the first, y squared. Take the product 3y and double it, so it's 6y. It's positive. And square the second, positive 9 minus 4. So distribute this 2/3. Oh my gosh. We might need to use the quadratic formula for this. And I'm going to run out of room here. So 2/3 y squared. What's 2/3 of 6? Well, it's 12 divided by 3, or 4. Y. 2/3 of 9. Well, that's 18 divided by 3, or 6, minus 4. So 2/3 y squared, 4y, plus 2. And I don't know. Doesn't look very nice. Probably use a quadratic formula to figure out the y-intercepts for that. But I've run out of room. But that should take care of any situation. The other one, the other up or down parabola, you do pretty much the same thing. It's just that you're using an x instead, or a y instead of an x instead of a y. Okay,